I'm Jeru Gobeze, and I'm the Advocacy Director here at Habitat for Humanity of Minnesota. I was inspired to advocate for housing because I have had experiences like work and personal that just made me realize that housing is the foundation that everybody needs to thrive. At Habitat Minnesota, we do a lot of our work in community partnership. When doing policy and advocacy, our voices are stronger together. If we work together and plan together, then we're creating better policy and have better impact at the Capitol. And we actually started off the year at a Start with Home rally that we did with many of our partners. And we had a Habitat Day on the Hill where over 100 people came to the Capitol. And now it is June, legislative session has ended. And we are happy to report that in just the housing omnibus bill, we got $1 billion in housing. And that's not counting housing items that came through Health and Human Services, taxes, and so on. A lot of that was thanks to all the people who came out and advocated. So we're excited about that. While we're celebrating $1 billion in housing, we know that there is a lot of work left to be done. So we're going into next year knowing that a lot of this was one-time investments. So really the advocacy for legislative session 2024 begins today. That means building advocacy all across the state and getting ready for the session, which will be starting in February, which just feels like a couple months from now. There's always a role for you in advocacy. So whether that's meeting with your legislator, or I always tell people they can start by connecting with their legislator by following them on social media. Also signing up for their newsletter, and that's a good way, for someone who's not as comfortable going to an office and meeting with their legislator in person, to really stay connected with the people who are representing them. For people who tell me that they are nervous to meet with their legislator or to engage in policy and advocacy, I always tell them that to just really think of their legislators as their neighbors, because they really are. So I've heard from my legislators in the past that they are also nervous to meet with their constituents because they want to represent you. So thank you to everyone who advocated, and happy Homeownership Month. I hope the rest of the month you stay tuned on all of our sites for more resources and to learn about how to be engaged over the summer, into the fall, and in 2024.